Hey everybody, today I'm reviewing the XT Starship. This is set 6780. This set was released in 1986. It is a light and sound set, and I was very excited to be able to build this one, find all the parts, and be able to review it for you today. So this was one of my favorite sets ever. Still is to this day. I displayed it on my desk in my bedroom for the longest time, and I'm very happy to review it for you today. And so let's get started. And here we are. We have the XT Starship set 6780. This was released in 1986. This is a light and sound set, one of the few that they did that year. They also had another Starship. They had a fire truck and some other space vehicles also with that featured the light and sound. So we do have some LEDs on the top here of the set. This is also a modular set, a little bit like the Blacktron's were at that time, so you can split it up and separate it and reconfigure it if you want. It came with a yellow spaceman minifigure, so this is one of the original spacemen that I have. I'm not sure if it's from this set or another one, but it is complete. We have the air tank at the back as well of this particular minifigure. And it's in pretty good shape considering it's almost 40 years old. And one of the good things is that the helmet is not actually broken. So as you know, these helmets tend to break at the shin or at the chin, and this one is actually intact. So I've had this set again since 1986, so a lot of parts are a little bit less white than they used to be, so there are some yellow parts here and there. I could probably replace some of those with newer parts, like these, the sides here, so the wings, I could probably find them on the Lego store and be able to order some of these parts. There's also a couple parts missing in here which I have to replace. Usually the top here is a white, so you have the nose cone here should be white. I put a trans red on it, and I am actually surprised to have still those flexi hoses on these particular sets, so that's very surprising that they're still in also pretty good shape. A little bit dirty, but you know, overall still working. The antennas, the small little antennas on each side here, and there's also two more on the little drone, which I'm going to show in a few seconds. So I only have two blacks here. I had to replace some of the other ones with some gray and black. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough blacks to do it. Again, can order them on the Lego store, so that's not too bad. Again, a lot of these pieces and parts are still available today to purchase, so you could probably rebuild this entire set without obviously the electric pieces for the light and sound, but pretty much everything else can be purchased still today. I think maybe the commands on the side, because there are some basically 2x2 slopes on each side here, where you have the printed pieces. None of these are stickers, so these are all print pieces. We have arrows on the small glider and the small drone, as well as on the side of the set under the command. So there are small arrows, and there are also some other plates with arrows that are right now covered. So we can split up the set in three pieces. As you can see, one of the tiles with the arrow here. So again, you can split up the set in two. So this does the cockpit and a little sled. It's held by a Technic pin, as well as you can remove this little portion here. And so it creates a small little drone or a glider or whatever you want to call it. You can put a minifigure on this. So when the antennas just came loose. There you go. So it's back up. So again, it's a pretty cool set and design. I do enjoy this kind of look. Again, with modern pieces, you could be able to do a lot more. You could maybe do actual full wings as well. You have these sled parts or these reactor parts that are used here on the side as well as at the bottom of the both pieces here. So to make it fly. So one of the surprising things about this particular set and this particular build right now, and I was not expecting it to actually do this, so I was pleasantly shocked. I did put a 9-volt battery into, so you have the compartment here for the battery. So I did put a 9-volt battery in it, and the LEDs still actually work. So you do see the flashing in red here with the two single LEDs, and this is a green and a red little light. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear it, but let's hope you can. I might just have to raise the sound on this particular part. So two different sounds on this particular set, and I think all the light and sounds have two different sounds. So this is pretty cool. I am shocked it still works after 38 years, and it's been through a lot. It's been passed around from people to people. Went from myself to nephews, and also was in a flood. So a basement flood at some point. The small pin here doesn't really want to stick, but here you go. So again, shocking that it still works after 38 years of this set, and that the LEDs are still lighting up and flashing, that the electric pieces are still good, and that the battery pack still actually works properly. So yeah, this is shocking for me. So again, one of my best and favorite sets of all time when I was a kid. So obviously the cockpit does open, and there's a little tile here, a gray tile for the command. You could put a minifigure in there with the pack, with the air tank. That's when the minifigure goes in and closes the cockpit. And so again, for most of the parts, could probably find the equivalent and basically just buy the new parts and just use them. So the front is actually very yellowed. All of these, the dishes. I don't believe the antennas are still available in this color. This and this one are the rounded antennas, so they're not available. But I'm not sure about these two set of parts. I don't think the flexi hoses are available still, but I know that you can buy these trusses here. Any other parts that 1x4, 2x4, 2x2s, and all that stuff. And also, I'm assuming that these are still available as well. I know that these are still available because we had them on the Explorer. So I have all the printed pieces as well, which is very surprising still, and they're in relatively good shape. But yeah, so this is a pretty good set, very fun to play with. I used to love just playing this set and actually playing with it and annoying people with the sounds. It used to be a little bit louder, but over time it has diminished. But let me know what you think about this set in the comments down below. If you like this kind of this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you want to or not. That's up to you. Subscribing is free and really does help me out a lot. So I'll see you next time, and let's keep on building.